now. And I think we're on. Hey, guys.
Yay.
Yay! Hey, it's Mia Voss here from the Mia Connect and TMC on Air, and it's time for your Friday social media power chat. Yay! And guess I've got not one but two guests today. My first is Brad Beale. I'm just gonna say, yeah, Brad Beale.
First.
Yeah, look at.
You know what you need, not Mia?
That's my what do I need?
The theme song.
Well, I was thinking about something from.
Maybe some melodic jazz.
I would go with the Sanford and Son for my first one. And then, last but not least, my other fabulous guest, Molly Dugan of Social Roadmap. Woo!
Yay!
So, guys, what are we going to dish about today? We've been dishing before the show, the pre-show in the green room. So let's start off. Brad, what do you got for us this week? What are you loving, hating, whatever?
Well, I am loving. It's not new by any stretch, but thechive.com. Which on its face it looks like it's a meme site with girls with self pictures and almost naked, whatever.
The eponymous selfie.
Yeah, just taking selfies of themselves, basically naked, covering up their privates. But and it is a lot of that. But we've had a couple parties at Spill Lounge, and we've raised over $36,000 the two parties that we had for charity, and that's what they're all about. Like they go to a different bar across the country every month, and they put on a party, and they have a different charity every month, and it's amazing. It's a really, really cool community, and I'm glad that Spill's become a huge part of it. We're almost like an official Chive bar.
Well, I know I talked to the guys from Cocentric, and he'd had the Chive shirt on, so when you mentioned that, and it's probably because I don't post pictures of selfies that maybe I'm not cool enough. I think that could be my next step. Who knows? But that's a ton of money for two events, brother.
Yeah, 36. Actually, 3 events, 36,000. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
and a lot of it was. I don't know if you ever heard the Keep Calm Chive On thing. It's a hashtag KCCO. You see it all over the place.
Yeah.
If you haven't, you should check it out. And they sell T-shirts, and 100% of the profits go to the charity of choice. So it's cool stuff.
Who did you guys choose?
We don't choose it. They did. I think it was the first one was. What was going on then? Some kind of natural disaster happened. Some tornado. Oh, the Oklahoma victims. That's what the first one was. And then the second one was the Arizona firefighters. You know, the ones that.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I mean, it's serious stuff, but it's a great way to a great way to raise money and raise awareness as well. So.
Yeah, don't you guys think that's a great way to do it if you're going to combine something that's popular? I mean, because that's what we need. We need things that are kind of draw our attention to it.
Mm-hmm.
What were you going to say, Molly? You were going to chime in there before.
Oh, I was going to ask him what charities it was, but you had already asked him that question. I just think that that's phenomenal. Exactly what you said, Mia, to combine giving back with what's popular and what's trending and making giving back cool.
That's what works, I mean, we may as well face it that you don't have to. You can really get people's attention and draw it to it. I know for myself, I balance on my social media. You guys all know I'm bat crap crazy about animal rights and supporting shelters, but I really do try to not get too much. Like every day, I post some sad little face on it. So there's a balance of getting people's attention and then that call to action of where it should go to.
Well, we all know you're into bug porn, so.
Yeah, we just found that out. I'm also going to be bat crap crazy about my U of I mug today. I just want to point this out. So shout out to pouring out one. I can't really to my home state of Illinois, and of course, yeah. And
that's big ass mug. What do you got there, Mia?
Java, yo. If you're about 4 o'clock, it'd be something different. And yes, let's give a shout to Louis Michel, who took this fabulous photo and sent it to me, one of my former guests. So, yeah, there you have that. All right, Molly, what you got for me this week? What's your dish, honey?
Man, well, I had some other things, but to dovetail off of what he said about charity, I have a client right now that I've become so passionate about. It sounds like I work for them and I'm making commission on them, but I'm not. But they take 1% of the transaction fee from your credit card and give it to a charity of your choice.
Wow,
and we're just
that.
promoting them really, really heavily on social media right now, and it's working, and it's fantastic, and it's kind of a win-win-win for the company, the card holder, and the nonprofit.
That is the perfect client. We love what they do. They're so easy to promote. Can you tell us who it is?
It's Halo Card.
Very cool.
Halo Card Project. Yep. So
I love that.
I wouldn't say they're a startup. However, they've recently launched, and they're just crushing it. Social media has been a huge part of it, and just making the giving back really cool. But it does have that fine line of the call to action versus kind of shoving it in people's face. And I think there's also maybe a guilt aspect to it as well, which I think is okay.
I think it's okay to create a little pain for people.
I think so. I think so too. So yeah, that balance of how to really how to balance the call to action versus information of the company, of the organization, and how to get more people on board. It's always a struggle.
Yeah, it's definitely the balance of being too self-promoting or moving away from the message. And we were talking about that earlier about a lot of different. I mean, there's so much out there. So kudos to you. They're doing so well because there is so much. I mean, we all were probably so plugged in to different things that, I was talking about this ribbon thing, which Brad Beale doesn't know about, but that's okay because I didn't know about the chive.
Neither do I.
Yeah, the ribbon. And I think it's just because somebody had sent me something, but I think it's a money. It's got a money component, a social media. I'm sure I'm going to look and see if anybody's. Somebody just said Roberta Fitzhugh says it's more blessed to give. So thank you for your little shout out on that, Roberta. We appreciate that you're watching. I'm hoping it's not this. The cricket's chirping. But the ribbon, I know, definitely has something. It sounds like it's a lot of promoting, and then you're making money off that. I don't quite get it, but I'm not quite sure if I'm digging it because the people that I have seen that posted on Facebook, it does seem like it's more like almost like that multi-level kind of thing. Although I got to tell you, one of my new favorites lately are my new client, these folks from Longevity, and I helped get them all started on Google Hangouts this week, and they're just bat crap crazy about it. So they've learned how to take their huge audience that they have. I've already said about this client, Tom Chenault, that if he put a camera in the bathroom, people would still be like, click, what's Tom doing, So he's got a huge following as well. So I do have to say.
What's the company?
What'd you say? Longevity.
What's the company? Longevity.
Yeah. So, and I should get Bob Voss on here because I got him started on their products before he had the big chop. So let's give a shout out to Bob. Have you seen the updates on him, Brad?
I've not.
The cat got it. The cat had his arm amputated last week. Bless him.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Hey Bob.
Tripod Bob.
Tripod Bob. The ladies are going crazy for him though. So talk about social media of. My cat did a fundraiser for Give Forward and raised some money for his surgery, and then so now he's got a Google Plus. So I'm big on Google Plus. So yeah, Bob Voss, ladies and gentlemen,
that's awesome.
He's something on a stick.
On a side note, our DJ, one of our DJs at Spill, has a prosthetic leg, and it's like 10 years old, and it just needed a new one. It's uncomfortable for him. And we had a benefit for him a couple of Sundays ago, and a doctor said the prosthetic limb costs approximately $20,000. He said if we raised 10, he'd match it and build the limb for him. And we raised $8,300 that day, and then over the next couple of days, 10. So I mean, huge ups to Johnny. DJ Johnny Gear.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. What's his name?
His DJ name's DJ Johnny Gear.
Oh, that's fantastic. What is he? Yeah. So it's all done. I mean, is there anything else we can give, or is it all?
No. Just tip him when you come over and listen to him spin.
And he's at Armoury or at Spill?
He's at Spill, yeah.
He's at Spill. Gotcha. Yeah. For those of you who don't know Brad Beale, because I actually cannot call him just by Brad. Brad knows I only can call him by Brad Beale. Brad Beale has the Armoury and Spill here in Denver, so please frequent those places because we love them. Tell us what's going on at your places lately, because that's why we have you on here. You kill it with your social media, dude, for your places.
Well, yeah, I take a lot of pride in it. I do it myself, and I love doing it. And I really don't, Spill is in the summer is all about events. Last week we had a wedding, a reception on the roof. We've had a bunch of chive parties, like I said, and we're into the reunion season. So like the class of 83, class of 93, class of 2003, it's their 10, 20, 30-year reunions. We've just been crushing with those every Friday and Saturday night, and they are they're so much fun, man. So much fun.
Well, you've redone your balcony, your patio up there too, so.
Yeah, we enlarged the roof, and we're killing it up there. It fits about 250 people up there, and just loving it, that for that early 6 to 10 business, which eludes us.
I'll tell you, that's one thing. I don't know what I was thinking, because I had was looking to do a little birthday thing for our girl Stephanie Mercer. Let's give her a little shout out.
Oh, love that.
We all drink this Kool-Aid called the 3 to 5 Club, by the way, Brad, in case you haven't heard of it. We're into this. It's this mastermind group, Molly and I and a couple of us, so we definitely drink our Kool-Aid. But yeah, I just casually emailed you. I was like, hey, can we have a party? You're like, woman, please. I got things lined up, so it's way beyond it.
Brad, I have a question for you.
Sure.
For somebody who kills it on social media, do you have any rhyme or reason to the structure of what and when you're posting? Or is it just whatever is happening and there's no real structure to it?
I really don't have much of a life during the day, to be honest with you. So I'm usually online, unless I have meetings, obviously, or something. I'm usually online all day. So I try to do Facebook in the morning because I think it gets the most likes and people see it. Between 7 and 9, I'll do it like a picture of food for Highland Tap and Burger, or Spill if it's ladies' night, like a funny picture of that, and then. I'm tweeting all day long, just constantly tweeting, because I manage 3 accounts on my own. So I manage Spills and the Armouries and Highland Tap, and I'm just tweeting all day long, retweeting and liking stuff, and just the only way to gain followers is to engage, and the only way to engage is to be online. You can't do it. You can schedule posts like we talked about earlier on Hootsuite, and that's great to just get the info out there, but to when people, like someone checks in on Foursquare at Highland Tap or Spill, I reply to them. I say, hey, what are you eating? Or, hey, you having fun? And people are like, what? And I'm usually there, so it's kind of cool,
Yeah, you're like, oh, that burger you're eating looks good with that shirt you're wearing.
Right. I'm in the red polo shirt right behind you.
Taking a picture of them eating and tweeting at the same time.
Yeah.
We talked about that earlier for everybody out there, that we're loving the fact, and I know it's been around, that Hootsuite does have the function that if you see a tweet, or Twitter has a function that now Hootsuite's attached to it, so you're not just reliking or retweeting all the time. But yeah, Molly, I'm sure. I mean, how are you with Twitter?
Twitter, I could be on Twitter more personally, and maybe even for some particular clients. But I do like Hootsuite for that feature, but again, it doesn't have the feature where you can also engage. You kind of just push content out, which is good. But like you said, Brad, I mean, the bottom line is you have to be online and be liking and be following and be engaging and ask questions and reply to different tweets. I think is really the bottom line and the name of the game. And Hootsuite is great for just pushing content out, but hopefully in the near future it'll have some kind of feature where you can engage a lot more with followers.
Well, we were talking too about the thing with Hootsuite, that for Facebook, I'm not fond of it because you can't. You can hashtag now, which I love about Facebook, but you can't do the @ yes, right? Hey, real quick, Joseph De Palma says, how is it scalable for you? Doing it on your own, and yes, and is that you doing it on your own for your clients or for your own business? So they're talking to each of us as far as. I'm not sure what he means of how is it scalable for you, but he's just asking like if we're doing it for our own clients or for our own business. And I know for all of us, we're definitely, because we're our own entity. Your social roadmap, Brad, you've got your 3, and then for me it's the Mia Connect 2, and then for Molly and I we have our clients too.
Right.
So
for our own business.
Yeah, it is. It really is a balance for me, and Molly and I both have clients that we love what they're about, and we talk about them, but then there's our own personality coming out too. For me personally, I know, Molly, you had a question. You were going to ask a question about what our favorites are.
Yeah, aside from, well, actually including the what I call the heavy hitters, which are the Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, YouTube. What else are you using that works for you guys, for your business, and for your clients?
Right, Beale.
I concentrate on the main ones: Instagram, Pinterest. Facebook and Twitter. So the other ones, for my personal use, I'm on the web a lot. But for the businesses, that's all. I mean, I wish I had a better answer for you. But those are the ones I use, and I'm still trying to learn Pinterest, to be honest with you, because I'm not crafty. I'm not a woman.
That's gonna segue into my favorite story I always tell about Brad Beale. I get this notice because when your friends join Pinterest, you get the notice that says, I get this notice, Brad Beale has joined Pinterest. And I wrote on as well, words I never thought I'd see. Brad Beale has joined Pinterest. And then, of course, your comment was, it looks like a sewing circle. I'm like, It is. Pinterest is definitely powerful. I do use it for the Mia Connect and definitely for Crave, just because you can be like, look at this cute little thing, or look at that cute little thing, or here's a DIY, or something like that. So it is perfect for cutesy chick stuff, not to not to dumb it down.
And the more you engage in it, like we've been saying all day, the better it is. You have to go on and like boards and follow boards and repin and blah blah blah. So.
Definitely. What's your favorite, Molly? Do you have any that you're besides the heavy hitters?
Personally, personally for my business, Facebook, absolutely. And it just depends. Some of my clients, I've got health insurance clients where an Instagram or Pinterest really isn't applicable, or it doesn't really make sense. So something
LinkedIn is for them. Definitely, that's what I tell people. LinkedIn is a perfect.
LinkedIn is huge for them and huge for a lot of my clients. But mostly, I'm finding that Twitter isn't as applicable to some of my clients, depending what industry they're in as well.
That's true, and I mean, it's for like Brad, for you with the restaurants. Twitter's perfect because then you like that. You can just be like, oh, so and so just came in, or check out this beer on tap, or something like that.
Yeah, instant gratification both ways. Like if somebody, you find out what people are talking about. Foursquare is, especially when people that tie their Foursquare when they check into their Twitter. Is awesome because people are like, I just had this bomb burger, or this burger sucked, and you can say, hey, listen, why don't you come back again, and whatever, you just engage them, and then people freak out when they get instant. It's weird. They're like, oh my god, it's like
they do, yeah. By the way, if I ever hear somebody coming up tweeting that they had a burger that sucked at Highland Tap, I'm going to punch him in the face. So just let me know. I'm not kidding. I will defend you to the death on that, especially the shroom lettuce.
All right, how about the service? Was it 100%, 99%? How about that?
Oh, service is always good, but I get Amy, and then I'm so spoiled. We got in there the other day. Oh,
I just had a question for Molly, real quick.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about Social Roadmap, because I should have done my homework, but I didn't even know you were on the show till about 2 minutes ago. So.
Yeah, no worries. Social Roadmap, socially conscious social media. So we work with nonprofits and mission-based for-profits to increase their community awareness through social media. So when I say mission-based for-profits, I mean for-profit companies who have some kind of very strong philanthropic tie, whether it's just in their mission and the culture of their company, or they spend and their employees spend time outside of work donating their time, donating money, doing things for charity.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
That is such an awesome niche, honey.
Thanks, girl.
Get it, girl. Yeah,
yeah,
that I love. Hey, guys, Joseph just piped in again and said to clarify for Brad, for example, you mentioned you're spending all your time online. If that's the case, there's a ceiling of your time being stretched to a point where you can't take on any further clients, which you're your own client. How do you scale this as a business when it's heavily dependent on you doing it?
Well, it's funny because I've had at least a dozen people ask me to take over their social media.
Uh-huh.
And I just don't. I don't want to. I don't have the time. Number one, but you can pay a social media company to do all your stuff, and they do like, oh, we'll do 4 tweets a day and 3 Facebook posts a week or whatever, And I like doing it. So I know a lot of people don't. I just like doing it, and I'm doing it more for myself, and it's not so much to save money or taking on more clients or make. It's just because I enjoy doing it. I think that we get the biggest bang for our buck. I actually hired a company to do it for a month, and I was like, get out of here. They were terrible, So, just to check it out.
That. And Molly and I, we probably had both of that. I've had people that have come to me and asked but my clients are generally what I call serial entrepreneurs, kind of startups and start over. So they don't really have a presence, so we help them get it started and then launch it out. And some of them I just teach them to fish, honestly. And those are the people that I know they would do better. They don't do well with they kind of keep it inside, and so I kind of teach them to get their own message out or run it as well. So it is kind of a combo. But good question, Joseph. I think we all have to. That's where we get efficient. That's where we figure out like what works best with Hootsuite and that timing too. I think is really crucial. Like Brad was saying, that Facebook's got a certain time, and Twitter is 24/7. Let's face it. But
I don't even want to use it anymore. If you're on Twitter, it's so instant. Like the royal baby the other day, all of a sudden, the baby's, is it a boy or is it a girl? And then it's crazy, instant.
Yeah.
I don't know how much.
I love that. I love watching trends for that too. I'm like, okay, what happened with it? For you, you're probably like, what happened with this game? For me, it's like, oh, I love it, especially when we do our award shows. That's always fun because we have like the the Facebook page for the award show and everything. So I don't see any other comments. I'm going to pipe in on what I'm loving. I'm such a Google Plus nut. So
you are. You're a Google Plus hooker.
I am a Google Plus hooker. Hashtag that one. I think it's kind of got this same. It's got this combination of the instantaneous of Twitter, but it also has the photos and the interaction. They definitely have trends. Caturday is tomorrow. Speaking of which, so Caturday, Caturday. Bob Voss, that's his favorite. So you can see the trends of that too. They have circles too. I don't always get that. I think you have to be careful with it because it will suck your time in like crazy. So I think you do have to kind of set a time limit to it. So, all right. Speaking of which, we have chatted it up for 20 minutes.
Whoa.
That's how cool we are. I know it does. Any closing thoughts? What are you guys back crap crazy about? You got some back crap crazy for me?
Oh my gosh, on Facebook, some of the ads that pop up, it'll be like, it's so random. It'll be like a picture of a vampire, and then it'll be like, want to join a softball league? The ads have become absolutely out of control, and it cracks me up.
That is so you're kind of anti back crap crazy because that's usually when you like something, but you're anti. It's no, it's okay. Yeah, that makes you angry back crap crazy. I'm with you on that one too. It creeps me out a little bit when I'm on Gmail and I've had a conversation in an email and then it pops up about whatever it was I talked about. I'm like, little brother. How about you, Brad Beale? What you back crap crazy about?
The greatest thing that ever happened to me is hashtags on Facebook because I am a hashtag maniac, man. I love it. I love when people don't like it because I'll even do more of them. I think it's great,
just make them mad. Hashtag here to make you angry.
Yeah. I think every single format, I don't care if you're typing something, it should be a hashtag in front of it.
I've gotten really good at that. I think I was doing it before, but I love, what cracks me up is the people who got angry before and really take it personally when people would use hashtags in Facebook and just like take them to the woodshed of like, that doesn't go anywhere, and I just would do it more just to make them mad. Hashtag really?
Absolutely.
Hashtag I knew that.
I totally write in 140 characters now. That's all I got.
Let me see if there's anybody. Oh, Crystal Gardner. Oh, Crystal was my intern for the first Crave book. Thanks for sharing, Brad. I was always wondering if any of those social media companies worked for anyone. P.S. Mia, you're killing it. I love what you're doing. Thanks for the invite. I'm learning some new stuff from you all. Question, what do you think of Facebook ads? Are they worth it? I might use it to promote events or products. Let's talk about that real quick, and we'll go a little long, and people can hang up if they don't like it. Thanks, Crystal.
I've had major success with Facebook ads, both for building a quality audience and promoting events, promoting what the company's doing, different things like that. I've had really good success, and I've told certain clients that you don't have to have this huge budget. You can really utilize every single dollar, even if it's $25 a month is your budget for Facebook ads. So I've had really good success with it.
Thank you. That's awesome. I have as well, but I love that you clarified it. It said that it's quality likes and quality engagement.
Yeah.
How about you, Brad?
The only time I've never used it, I don't know. Do you think it would work for a restaurant to get likes, or would I like push a special? I mean, how would I use it for just to engage people, or I don't know. I'm asking.
You could push an event that you're having. You could push a certain special or maybe something new that's on the menu that you want people to come in and try.
Yeah, a new brew, something like that. Like, especially something with a picture, because then that engages and pops up. With the picture of the burger, I can't even take it when I go to your Facebook page. I'm instantly hungry. I'm like Pavlov.
Food porn.
It is definitely food porn. One other quick question: how do you get clients when some sites say no promoting your business?
What do you mean?
I don't know. It was a question. How do you get clients when some sites say no promoting your business? I'm not sure what. Sorry, Roberta. I'm not sure. I don't know if she's talking with us. I know it's for us. I know for Molly and I, it's all our lumberjacks, as we like to say, and word of mouth of people that. And Molly and I are in the same industry and are completely, I should say, in bed with one another.
I like that. You're
yes. Yes. Because hashtag. So it's that we're all exactly that we're all promoting one another. So let me see if there's any other questions. I think we're good. We've gone 24 minutes because that's how cool we are. We have cool stuff to say. right?
Hashtag boom.
Hashtag.
Kaboom! All right, let me do real quick. Hold on. That's for us. And for all of us, this is the noise that I want anytime I walk in a room. Oh, and real quick, let's do anybody up for yeah, there you go. I can't believe we haven't goofed around with this the whole time. Let's hit it. All right, guys. That's it for the show. Yeah, Brad, no. Yeah, Brad Beale. I love you guys so much. You should just come on the show every week. That's it. That's it. It's only going to be this lineup. So, hey, thanks for joining us on the TMC Social Media Power Chat. On behalf of myself, Brad Beale, Molly Dugan, thanks for joining us. Molly, that's an awesome one, too. I'm digging that face. Aw. Brad Beale, how cute is that? All right, you guys, you can reach me at themiaconnect.com. Brad Beale, how can we get in touch with you, brother?
Brad at spilldenver.com.
And I'm Mia at themiaconnect.com. Molly Dugan, how can we reach you, darling?
Social Roadmap LLC at gmail.com right now.
All right, yes, exactly. And then we're going to put this on the YouTube and on the event too. So love you guys. Thanks for coming on the show. And we'll see you next Friday for more Social Media Power Chat. Have a fabulous day. Bye.
Thanks, Mia. Bye, Brad.
Bye. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
Bye.
But and it is a lot of that. But we've had a couple parties at Spill Lounge, and we've raised over $36,000 the two parties that we had for charity, and that's what they're all about. Like they go to a different bar across the country every month, and they put on a party, and they have a different charity every month, and it's amazing. It's a really, really cool community, and I'm glad that Spill's become a huge part of it. We're almost like an official chive bar.
Well, I know I talked to the guys from Coast Centric, and he'd had the chive shirt on, so when you mentioned that, and it's probably because I don't post pictures of selfies that maybe I'm not cool enough. I think that could be my next step. Who knows? But that's a ton of fabulous guests. Molly Dugan of Social Roadmap. Woo!
Yay!
So, guys, what are we going to dish about today? We've been dishing before the show, the pre-show in the green room. So let's start off. Brad, what do you got for us this week? What are you loving, hating, whatever?
Well, I am loving, it's not new by any stretch, but thechive.com, which on its face, it looks like it's a meme site with, girls with self pictures and almost naked, whatever.
The eponymous selfie.
Yeah, just taking selfies of themselves, basically naked, covering up their privates. It's serious stuff, but it's a great way to raise money and raise awareness as well. So.
Yeah, don't you guys think that's a great way to do it if you're going to combine something that's popular? I mean, because that's what we need. We need things that are kind of draw our attention to it.
Mm-hmm.
What were you going to say, Molly? You were going to chime in there before.
Oh, I was going to ask him what charities it was, but you had already asked him that question. I just think that that's phenomenal. Exactly what you said, Mia, to combine giving back with what's popular and what's trending and making giving back cool.
That's what works, I mean, we may as well face it that you don't have to. You can really get people's attention and draw it to it. I know for a second now, and I think we're on. Hey guys! Yay! Hey, it's Mia Voss here from the Mia Connect and TMC on Air, and it's time for your Friday Social Media Power Chat. Yay! And guess I've got not one but two guests today. My first is Brad Beale. I'm just gonna say, yeah, Brad Beale.
First.
Yeah, look at.
You know what you need, not Mia?
That's what do I need?
The theme song.
Well, I was thinking about something from.
Maybe some melodic jazz.
I would go with the Sanford and Son for my first one, and then last but not least, my other fun of money for 2 events, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 36. Actually, 3 events, 36,000. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
and a lot of it was. I don't know if you ever heard the Keep Calm Chive On thing. It's a hashtag KCCO. You see it all over the place.
Yeah.
If you haven't, you should check it out. And they sell T-shirts, and 100% of the profits go to the charity of choice. So it's cool stuff.
Who did you guys choose?
We don't choose it. They did. I think it was the first one was. What was going on then? Some kind of natural disaster happened. Some tornado. Oh, the Oklahoma victims. That's what the first one was. And then the second one was the Arizona firefighters. You know, the ones
Oh,
that,
gotcha.
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
we
I mean,
love